Many people put the left thumb down the top of the shaft, straight down the top, and the right thumb down the top of the shaft like this. The problem with this is that it causes a slice. When you push the club out like this, look what happens to the club face. The club face opens up. Conversely, if you have the left hand on the golf club too strong in this position where you see too many knuckles, this is the power position. A lot of people come in there and they'll get the nice power position like that. What happens at impact is the club face closes. Now, if you have the two thumbs down the top of the shaft like this, it also decreases the amount of hand speed you have in the golf swing. Watch what happens when I take this club back with an improper grip. I go back halfway like this and the club just sticks up in the air like this. You can't break the wrists. Now if I have it on there properly, your left thumb is on the right side of the shaft and your right thumb is on the left side of the shaft. Watch how much more wrist break you have in the backswing. Look how easy it goes up there and sets. The proper grip allows you to do that. Stan Thirsk does this with his new pupils. He takes the glove and he puts these two lines on the glove right here and also the OB, which stands for out of bounds, which means that you want to place the club in your left hand right between those two lines right there and not where the OB is. The problem with people who have a grip where the club lays like this in the hand is that they can't grip onto the club tightly enough, so they over grip the golf club like this, causing too much tension in their arms and hands when they swing the golf club. With the club in this position right here, the left thumb goes down the top right of the shaft, the center right of the shaft. The right hand fits right over the top of the thumb right here. The pad of the thumb fits right over the thumb like this, and it goes into the two fingers right here of the right hand. Look at the right thumb. The right thumb doesn't go down the top or over here. It goes over to the left side of them. Basically, your left thumb is on the right side of the shaft, and your right thumb is on the left side of the shaft. Now, the last thing I do with the grip, I want to teach people, is to split the forefinger from the middle finger a little bit on the right hand. That allows you to cradle the golf club a little bit easier without gripping on too tightly. How firmly do we hold onto the golf club? In Hogan's 5 Fundamentals of Golf, he talks about the last 3 fingers of the left hand and the middle 2 fingers of the right hand. Those are the pressure points in your grip. I stress the same thing. The way I like to teach grip pressure is this. Simply take the club, put the club straight up in the air where it's lightest, and then let the club drop through your hands like this. Then put the club back in your hands, proper grip, then reduce your grip pressure until just before it drops, and then take the club and just take it to horizontal like this. You will feel an increase of grip pressure in your last 3 fingers of your left hand and the middle 2 fingers of the right hand just by doing that. That's as much grip pressure as you need holding onto the golf club. The last 3 fingers of the left hand are the tightest. The middle 2 fingers are on there a little bit less tight. These 2 fingers are not tight at all. I've seen lots of players, from John Daly to Fred Couples, even Ben Hogan used to practice with these 2 fingers off the golf club like this, just to make sure that these 3 fingers and those 2 fingers are the pressure points in the grip. Now, instead of being like this, I want to see more of a waggle like this, a little bit slower and a little bit looser with the hands. During the swing, you want to maintain that same amount of pressure in your last 3 fingers of the left hand and the middle 2 fingers of the right hand. You don't want to increase the pressure at all in the golf swing. It will increase naturally on the downswing with the centrifugal force, but it doesn't get really tight at any time in the golf swing, especially the right hand. You want that right hand, when it's in the hitting area like there, to be able to be flexible and just fire through there like that, compressing the ball and creating club head speed. The most relaxed grip pressure you can have without losing control of the club head during the swing is where you want to be with your grip pressure in your golf swing. Now let's talk about the three types of grips that you normally see. The one grip that I started with was the overlapping grip. This is the grip that is called the Varden grip, with the little finger overlapping the forefinger and the middle finger of the left hand. The grip that Tiger Woods uses, and as well as Jack Nicklaus, is the interlocking grip, where you interlock those two fingers. And the last grip that you see a lot, and it's taught for mainly women because their hands are smaller and it allows for more power, is the full finger grip this way. Put all four fingers on the golf club. The proper grip goes on like this. Left hand on the club, see two knuckles, left thumb down the right center of the shaft, and the V pointing to your right shoulder. The right hand goes on with the pad of the right thumb over the left thumb, the right thumb to the left of the shaft, the V just to the right of my chin. One last thing. I like to put just a little bit of a gap between the forefinger and the middle finger right here to cradle the golf club. And that, my friends, is a lesson on the grip.